Leo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 24th through the 30th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Leo. What do we got? The overall energy for the reading, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, we've got a couple of things going on, but what's encouraging about this reading is that it started with the Page of Pentacles, which is telling me you're paying attention to these things. You're not just going through them and okay. So you're learning something from these experiences as they come, as they go. Okay, in the recent past, the King of Swords, the Five of Wands, the World card, that's kind of like pretty structured way of looking at things. It's like, okay, well, I came in with an intention to something, then conflict was created, so something came against my intention, and then I was done. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means exactly, but when we clarify, we shall see more. In the current situation, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords. There's action that's being taken in a direction, but it seems almost kind of like a return. Again, not sure. Like, the energies are pretty, this is what this is. And I'm like, okay, but what the fuck does it mean? I don't know exactly yet. We'll figure it out in a minute. But in the immediate future, the Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles. Someone's really hanging on to something super tightly here. To keeping something together. I don't know who that is, if it's you or somebody tied up to you, but you're definitely part of this. But I don't know if that's you hanging on to this or somebody else hanging on to this. Okay. To make something happen, to keep something together. Alrighty, let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Hermit. There's an internal, very deeply felt type of an energy that's coming through, and it's coming to the surface. So it's not just felt inside and that's where it's left. No. It's starting to show up on the surface. And it has to do with exploring options or moving on from something. It's starting to show up in the physical. It's not only internal. It's been internal for a minute. But now it's starting to reflect in the physical somehow. For the King of Swords, you get the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Hangman. Okay, so the energy is clear. The intention is clear there. The intention and your energy comes through as, look, this is what I'm about, and this is what I have to offer, and this is what I want to build in here. And not only that, you're applying all of that energy in what you're doing there. And it's great. It's fucking amazing. You know, you're coming in with a sense of happiness, a sense of let's work for it. Let's invest. Let's. Okay. Who the fuck counteracted that? Somebody comes against that. Is like, okay. Very clear here. For the Five of Wands, you get the Star, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody did counteract that. Not intentionally. Not because they were coming to get you, because you suck with what you're bringing in. No. But what they were bringing in was different. What they were envisioning for this was very different than what you had. So you have, it's like you have, let's say a box with 10 types of candies in it. And that one over there is a box with one, with just wrapped up candy. That candy will not match your box of 10. no matter how much it tries. Or your box of 10, even if they're little ones, will not match that one. No matter if it's a fucking... I almost said a rainbow of... what is that, Skittles? I don't know. No matter. If it has just a little particle of the flavor of that one, it's not going to match. It's just not. So, both energies individually, great. Awesome. You got the most awesome box of 10 candies. They got the most awesome one candy. Just not a match. And I don't think either of you saw that. For whatever this is. I don't know what this is. It could be romantic. It could be someone you're working with. It could be a friendship. I don't know. You're just not... No. Mm-mm. Where their focus seems to be more on stability, strict stability, something long-term, something anchored into the ground, and we're not getting the fuck out of here. Where yours is more open towards a lot. Like it's more diverse. It's more, again, neither of the energies are bad. They work for you. They work for them. Put those together or try to put it together. It will create that conflict that I'm seeing there. Let's do the World card in the recent past. You get the Magician, the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands. Yeah, and you know what happened? You're like, what? This started forming, this conflict. It wasn't there. I don't think it showed up like, hey, I want this. Oh, you want that. Hey, well, let's fight over it and let's kind of just yell and that's it. No, I don't think it showed up like that at all. I just see this as an energy of conflict. I feel like eventually, somehow, it came to the surface. Somehow. I don't know how. That could have been multiple ways. It didn't even have to be a fight over it or something. But it must have come out. And since that started happening, since these energies started bumping heads about basically what they're carrying as an essence to them and then trying to fit that, there's a closing of a cycle that wants to happen there. I don't think it did. There's definitely at least one of you here, either you or them, that's noticing that, at least energetically. Somehow they're feeling it. And that in itself is going to create distance. From that moment in time when that was noticed, whoever noticed it started distancing themselves, energetically speaking. Physically, I don't think so. Which might have created even more conflict down the line. Because one of you subconsciously realized, hey, this isn't it. You know, this is not working. For the Wheel of Fortune, in the current situation, you get the Judgment card, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. I think this is you. I think this is your energy. And after potentially many back and forths, you're kind of reaching a conclusion here. Hard to tell what the conclusion is, because you're giving me two energies. That of love and that of separation from that love. Now, the conclusion could be, I'm done here, but I still carry love for the situation, but I'm done. Or... no, the gap is too big. I don't think there's an or. I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't think there's an or to it. Because the gap is too big then. There could be the or... because I love you, I'll stay here. But the gap that started back there, the distancing that started back, is too big. It's almost like Mission Impossible to bring it to kind of bridge it. It's not, no. So I don't know. I don't think so. because your energy seems to be more clear and heading in a direction with determination and with this is what I'm doing, and it's based off of this decision. For the Ace of Swords, in the current situation, you get the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Page of Cups. There could still be hesitation at times, but mostly your energy is, let's say 90% of your energy is moving forward with this based off of this decision you're making. 10% is the hesitation. That 10% is not going to win in front of that 90%. You know, it might bring you down a little. It might make you feel like, I'm not moving much today, I'm not doing much today, but tomorrow you'll resume or something like that. You know? Let's do the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, again, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You're doing something here, and it's based off of that decision, which I think that's what it is. I think despite the love that's there, you're still going to go ahead and rip that band-aid off. And you're growing more and more in this momentum that you're in of doing this. And also that Page of Pentacles keeps on following you around. That tells me that you're being pretty considerate to not only yourself through this process, but to everything that's going on within this process and everyone, if there's others involved here. You're paying attention, you know? You're not just, oh, okay, I see the door, I'm going, I don't give a shit. And then there's, you know, pets that need to be fed before you go or stuff like that. No. Speaking of, oh, they had lunch. That's why they're sleeping so soundly. It's like, okay. Oh, they're good. For the Two of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups. There's a potential restructuring of things here. There is a partnership that I see here. There is love in there. It's very, very hard when it comes to that energy of love being showed and expressed and put out there. It's very, very difficult for some reason. But I do see a partnership based off of love here. And it's almost looking like it's getting harder and harder to express the actual emotion of this partnership, because it's based off of an emotion and it's love. For the Emperor, in the immediate future, you get the Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. I believe this is your energy. You're showing up a little more free, a little more like really stepping into your power there, but with a sense of almost like a childlike openness to the world, you know, like I got my 2 feet on the ground and I own my shit like a motherfucker. But man, I also want to have fun. Like I want to make light of life, you know. I don't want it to be too like I know I have a handle on me, but I don't want to, like, life's not that serious, you know. That's kind of the attitude I'm seeing here. And it is, there's this partnership that you revolve around at this moment in time somehow. For the Four of Pentacles, you get the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Lovers. There could be something coming up here. I think it's new as an idea, and it could revolve around this partnership again, or it could be something else completely different. You got a lot of energies around you. It's one of those where it's hard to grab them and make sure that they're a different energy or the same one than the one that's already here. You're surrounded by energies of pretty nice energies, by the way. You're kind of your own person, you're doing your own thing, but you're surrounded by all of these interactions too. So something is definitely coming to the surface here, which seems to be new as an energy. The partnership doesn't have to be new, but as an energy, something could be shifting into something else. I don't know. But it's looking very promising, and it's looking very nicely put together, especially as a brand new energy for a particular partnership. So I think you're on your way here. You're doing stuff, nice stuff, for you personally. And then I see you drawing in these partnerships of all sorts, or maybe it's just one that's just shifting like crazy around you in a good way, though. I don't know. But let me see what the universe has as a final Advice. The Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Hermit. Yeah, you're sticking to your guns here. You made up your mind about something, you're going to go through with it till the end. And you are kind of almost to reassure yourself or me or others, I don't know. You're kind of saying something like, I don't care how hard it gets. I'll get to where I need to go with this one. So it's like you made up your mind about something. You know? And you're that's what you're in the middle of, that process of whatever your decision is there to complete it. Okay, looks good for the most part. You got a lot of earthy and airy energy, like of the mind, almost kind of giving me a sense of I'm trying to keep it very clear up here, and also very grounded. It's pretty nice. I'm not used to it from, a fire sign, especially a Leo, but it's nice. It's nice to have. It's nice to own, to keep you in check here, especially if you made up your mind about something and you're trying to complete this process from beginning to end in a steady way. So it's helpful. It's just a lot for me. It's like, oh, that's a lot of that. Okay, so you're okay. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.